Hey lovelies, it's your girl Swan Creates here, bringing to you a brand new video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks so much for giving my video a try. I hope you stick around and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and click that little bell so you'll always be notified when a new video comes out. Hey, this video is because I got a lot of comments of people asking me what art supplies I use, and usually I don't get those kind of comments, so I've never really linked them in the description, and I guess I should start doing it now after this video. Yeah. So first of all, we will start off with paper. The paper. Now I got a lot of comments, especially about the paper, about how it's so smooth, how it's so good. And the paper I use is this Fabria paper, and it's so big I can't even see. Mixed media paper. Yeah, and I was just walking one day in my local stationery store, and they have art supplies as well. So art/book/stationery store it is, called Bookberries. And I just love to go inside. They didn't know me by my face. Just have nothing to do. But anyhow, one day when I went inside just to look at all the cute stationery that they have, because I love cute stationery and I go in stationery stores just to look at them, and I just saw this paper here. They sell it in individual sheets. I can't remember the price of the individual sheet, but I didn't want no individual sheet. I wanted the entire pad, okay? And usually with stores like these, they don't restock this. This is a one-time item and they don't restock. So before I could even finish, because I have a good bit of pages left, before I could even finish this, I brought a second pad. It still has the plastic. Oh, that's a sound. Ooh. Okay, so I love this paper. I used to use the Canson XL paper, and I found that paper was great because I had nothing to compare it to. And then I got this, and when I went back to using the Canson, it was horrible. I'm sorry. It's not a horrible paper, but compared to this one, and this is mixed media, I wonder what the watercolor is, because I've tried to find it on Amazon. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. But I found the website, and the website actually has this and watercolor paper. But you know what? I'm gonna order the watercolor paper one day. I am. So that's paper. This is the only paper I use now. Nothing else besides Canson. That's over. I only use this Fabriano brand of paper, and it has this nice texture to it. You see it? Well, I don't think you could see it, but it has this nice texture to it, and I love it. I love it. Recommend it 100%. Next is brushes, and I have to admit I have all these brushes and I do not use all of these. I just collected these over the years and I've never thrown them away. But my favorite brushes to use are the rounded tips brushes like these, and you can see I use these quite a bit, and these are very cheap brushes, even in Trinidadian style. I bought this for $10.95 in Monique's bookstore. You know, Trinidad money, $10.95 Trinidad money. And I really love the rounded tips because they could get thin strokes and I can even get broad strokes, and I just love it. And you can just roll and get effect. This is the Kangui, and this is a art crafter brand. So it's not really the brand that I'm like, it's how soft it is, and these are really soft, and I'm sure it's synthetic brushes for how cheap it is, or they're selling expensive brushes and they don't know for cheap. Either way it works out for me. And also a brush I like to use are these slanted, because you can get broad areas and you can also get thin areas. I see Casey Golden using these and I had to try it, and you can see it's very cheap. Watch how the barrel is. And I bought it in 2 sizes. This is a 7, so I'm guessing this is like 3 or something. And yeah, and this is basically what I use. Rounded brushes and very rarely these. Yeah, and that's it for the brushes. Next category is the paint I like to use. So now the paint I like to use is, this is one of my favorite paints. Well, all three that I use, or four, I'll get into that I use are my favorite. I use a combination of all my paints to do my painting. And these are my color tambe. Yeah, like color take. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the language. And these colors are very vibrant and I love them so much. And yeah, this is, you could tell the colors I use the most. The blues and the because this is what I use to shade, and I really use yellow and I really use red. These two are pink, so I use pink more than I use red or orange, especially orange. I barely use orange. And these greens are like untouched. And these are like the deluxe because it have a smaller version, and these come with copper, gold, this kind of whitish, pearlescent and white. I used all the white a lot before I could realize you could get pastel colors differently. And I really love these paints. They're very vibrant, they're very cool. And these were the paints I was using the most before I bought this Miden. This is not Miden paints, these are just the case. And I put my, let's see, Winston and Newton, Cutman, and Harold Bean. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with this drawing outside? Ugh, my neighbors are making noise. I didn't even know what. Okay, just a moment, let me check. Okay, the kids have gone inside now, and these are a combination of watercolors I got from school. They lent me it to finish the assignment and I never got around to giving it back, and I just kept it. So this is Winston and Newton, Cutman, and Holbein. Holbein? Is that? Holbein, yeah, like that. This is a combination. And you see, this is it. And this palette, I find myself using this one the most because it's so small and easy to use. With the color tambe, I need to like open this and have a whole space use, and I need to have an extra palette to mix the paint. Well, this palette, I could just do all that in just this one case. So that's why I find myself using this the most, but I will pull out some of the color tambe paint to use alongside it. And of course, the newest one to my collection, there's a review about it if you want to check it out. And it's the Prima Marketing watercolors in the classics. I want to go for the tropical next, and I really love these. In my review, I talk how they're super pigmented. I love it. You have to be very careful with these paints because they are very pigmented right off the bat. You need a lot of water for like a little dip, one dip in these wells. It kind of looks like a face. Okay. And yeah, I really like these paints, and I will use a combination of all three or 5 or 6, you know, this is, let us say this is one. All three paints in order to do my illustrations. When I did the, I keep talking about this collab with Sonia, I used all three of these to complete that. So yeah, these are my paints. I love them, I recommend them. And on to the next title. Yeah, the next category is pens, and the pens I use is varied. Okay, so apparently I'm into a Faber Castell. So I won this Tedler. Wait, no, I bought these. I won these. So I bought these Stettler fine liners, and they're cool, they're great, they do the work, you know. And then I bought the I won the Faber Castell Pit Artist pen, and I find myself using these the most. I love the variant of ranged, you know. There's one missing, I don't know where. This is one missing. But anyhow, I find myself using these Faber-Castell Pitt Artist pen the most out of it because they write really smooth on the paper. There's no scratching. When I use these Stettler, I like them, I really do. But when I find when I use them that I'll hear that scratching noise on the paper. That's yeah, and I don't really like that. So I think I'm going to use these. Like when these are done, I'm going to rebuy these and let these die. And I also use my Tomboy brush pens. Oh, this is two of the same thing. Yeah, Tomboy brush pens, because when I'm using color pencils or something that needs, you know, just thicker lines, and I usually do because I like in the I'm all over the place but in the Faber-Castell I like to use the small one because it's not too big, it's not too small. And with the Stettler I like the 0.3 the most. Yeah, this is my, oh, I use it too much, it's bent. I like the 0.3 the most. And with these are like when I want thicker varied lines, these work, and this is what I use for my mermaid. And also for white pen I like the Jelly Roll because it's very opaque, but it's not reliable. It doesn't come out continuously. It will, a little bit will come out and then it will stop. So I'll find myself having to go over the lines over and over. So I have these Uniboy Signal pens as well, and these come out continuously, but when they dry they're like non-existent on the page. The best thing I can think about is my Posca pen, Uni Posca pen, but it's so thick. When I was doing mermaid I really wished I had like the fine point so I could get fine lines instead of these big things. So I'm going to buy a fine liner soon, but this helped me so much in mermaid. It also helps me in my painting when I want to have highlights. And when I use the gel pens, when you color the highlights in, you kind of mix the paint with the gel ink and it just turns a muddy color instead of white. So these are the pens that I like to use. The pencils that I use are not special, I just use pencils, any pencil. Right now my favorite pencils are these cute pastel colors, Stabilo, Stibilo. Hey, cool, maybe I like it because it says Swan pastel. Ha! Just take that O out and, you know, my kind of pencil, Swan pastel. Ah! Yeah, these are the pencils I'm using mostly now because they're cute. And let's put you guys back. And now on to the final what? Category. Now on to my final segment, which are my color pencils. So the color pencils that I use are the Prismacolor pencils, not the new one they came out with. This is the old ones they had. This is the 72. I first bought a 12 pack, I barely used it, and then when the 72 pack was on sale on Amazon, I just bought it, even though I wasn't even using the 12 pack that I had. And I had it for months not using it, and then I was just bored of paint, and well, not really bored of the paint, I was just more time constrained because of school, and I was just experimenting with the colors. So I didn't want to take out everything I need to take out for watercolors, and I just used the color pencils and I had fun, and that's what made me want to experiment with it during mermaid. And now I love these things. I love it. So I section them off in these mason jars for the colors, so it's easy for me to choose. And yet they color really smooth. They're very pink. The only thing is, when you sharpen it, you lose a lot. It goes down a lot, and let's call it the lead, is so soft. I love it. I love these. I love it. Okay, so okay, lovelies, so that's it. That's all the supplies that maybe I should have it on the table. So let go. There, that's better. So okay, lovelies, I hope you enjoy this tour into the art supplies that I mostly use. I do have markers, but I don't use them as much. They're not as excited as when I first started art, you know. I'm more like my watercolors and now my color pencils. And gouache is next, but I haven't bought it yet. What about Tisa? What about it? But anyway, thanks so much, lovelies, for watching this video. I hope these answer all your questions of all the art supplies that I use. I will link all of these in the description below, and I hope it helps you in some way, because it does help me when artists tell me what kind of art supplies they use. So thanks again for watching, lovelies, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.